Mastering Your Mind, a Buddhist story on 3 easy ways to control your mind. Do you ever feel like your mind is running on autopilot, constantly bouncing from one thought to another? Do you find yourself feeling overwhelmed and stressed out by the endless stream of thoughts that flood your consciousness? If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle to control their minds, but there's good news. With the help of an ancient Buddhist story, we can learn 3 easy ways to control our minds and find inner peace. The story goes like this. Once, there was a man who had a wild elephant. The elephant was unruly and refused to obey its master's commands. The man tried everything to control the elephant, but nothing seemed to work. One day, the man took the elephant to a wise Buddhist monk for help. The monk told the man that he knew how to tame the elephant, but it would take time and patience. The first step was to tie the elephant to a sturdy tree and let it roam free within a certain radius. At first, the elephant struggled and fought against the rope, trying to break free. But over time, the elephant realized that it couldn't escape and eventually stopped struggling. The second step was to gradually decrease the size of the area in which the elephant was allowed to roam. The elephant grew accustomed to the smaller area and stopped trying to escape. Finally, the monk told the man to untie the elephant and allow it to roam freely. To the man's surprise, the elephant no longer ran wild, but instead followed its master's commands obediently. So, what does this story teach us about controlling our minds? First, we need to recognize that our minds are like wild elephants. They're unruly and refuse to be controlled. But just like the elephant, we can learn to tame our minds through patience and persistence. Second, we need to create boundaries for our minds, just like the elephant was tied to a tree. This means setting limits on the thoughts we allow ourselves to dwell on and focusing on the present moment. Third, we need to practice mindfulness and meditation to train our minds to stay focused and calm. Now, let's dive into each of these 3 practices in more detail. The first practice is patience and persistence. Just like the monk had to be patient with the elephant, we need to be patient with ourselves. Controlling our minds takes time and practice, so don't get discouraged if you don't see results right away. The key is to keep at it and be persistent in your efforts. Set aside time each day to focus on controlling your mind and stick to it, even when it feels difficult. The second practice is setting boundaries for our minds. This means being intentional about the thoughts we allow ourselves to dwell on and focusing on the present moment. One way to do this is through mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment or distraction. When we practice mindfulness, we train our minds to stay focused and calm, even in the midst of chaos. The third practice is meditation. Meditation is a powerful tool for controlling our minds and finding inner peace. It involves sitting quietly and focusing on our breath or a specific object. As we meditate, we train our minds to let go of distracting thoughts and stay focused on the present moment. Over time, meditation can help us cultivate a sense of inner calm and peace that extends beyond our meditation practice.